huge special thank you to AC Jokes, Mike Merck, Susie Reed. We just did a show at Robert's Bar and Grill in Berlin, New Jersey on the 29th. It was the last show for AC Jokes for the year. It was awesome. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I got to host. I got to intro Mike Merck. I got to intro my friend Susie Reed. And then I got to meet and intro the legendary Chris Covert, who, by the way, did not give anybody an opportunity to fucking breathe the entire time. The dude was hilarious. I kind of got heckled. I kind of didn't. I did fine. I'm just a big critic of my own. I don't typically host. I have a lot of stories, as you guys know. You've pretty much subscribed at this point because the stories have either, resonated. Either you've heard a story of one of my guests. You're like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I brought some pretty interesting people on here. I can handle a heckler. I can handle a drunk dude or a table of drunk women. It's never really an issue for me, but this wasn't really a heckle. I'm in the middle of a joke that it was my first time trying to get it out. I'm still working on this joke, right? And I want to get it out because it has to do with one of the comedians there. I'm trying to build the audience up. In the middle of what I would say is almost like the crescendo of it all. Out of nowhere, a guy goes, I know you.
You don't even remember me, do you?
No, I fucking don't. Can we hold this off for 1 second so I can finish this up? But
that
is the most interesting heckle I've ever had. What's your name?
Eric.
Eric what?
How
Get the fuck out of here. We'll talk later. That's weird. That's fucking weird.
A couple of things. One, this was a guy I knew from high school. He's a nice kid. And, I think I kind of bullied him a little bit in high school. He's always been a little bit awkward, but he is genuinely a nice guy. And I've always felt bad about picking on him, to the point where, believe it or not, he is in my 12-step work as an amends that I would like to make, and lo and behold, but not when I'm on the middle of a fucking bit. You know what I mean? Now, every instinct in me is when somebody heckles, I want to rip them apart. And then the combination of I used to be mean to this guy and I wanted to make it right to him anyway, and two, I know he's a little off, I guess, and I just wanted to move on. I didn't want to hurt the guy. I didn't want to belittle him in front of people because I feel like I'd already taken part in that emotional journey for him as well. Get through my show, but it's definitely not my worst. I mean, I've had straight crickets before. I've bombed, straight up bombed. I've gotten 0 laughs before, so it's definitely not my worst set. It's not my favorite. I'm probably being a tough critic of my own, but it's just one of those crazy things where, like, you could plan, you could try and pave the way for success, but something's always going to pivot you. Something's always going to move you in a different direction. Something that you didn't plan for is more than likely going to happen. And I wasn't ready for it. I really wasn't. I wasn't ready for a scenario where I had to be nice and funny. I was in the middle of a pretty intense story. The timing was crazy. I'd say most people would be like, I'm going to wait to say hi. Most people would be like, I'm going to wait. I know that guy. I'm pretty sure he knows me, but maybe wait. There are people out there that don't have the social discourse to wait. If you're a heckler, heckle. Comedians need that. We need to be able to deal with that because regardless of a good crowd or a bad crowd, you will occasionally get the drunk dickhead that wants to scream something out that thinks they're a comedian. But I look at it like sales. I've been a salesman a long time. There are very few scenarios that a customer can say something to me that I haven't heard it before, or something similar, or a word track that can help guide them along, or a plan. This is just one of those things. It is what it is.